Will Arsenal secure a top 8 finish? Let's find out. Respect and big up to everyone. Welcome back to Dini, the one for the preview. Girona versus the Arsenal. As I said earlier, will Arsenal secure their top 8 finish and go straight through to the last 16 of the Champions League? We are going to find out. But before we get into all of that, if you are on TikTok, I think it's either this way or is it there? Hit that plus button. Make sure you hit that share button and drop them comments down below of what you thought of this video. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to make sure that you are notified. Now, with all that being said, let's get into this preview. Now, I can't lie, before I get into the preview, I must tell you where I've been. So if you would just allow me 30 seconds to explain where I've been, because the situation is very, very important to me and I very much care about that situation. So if you would give me 30 seconds to explain my absence and so you can understand why everything's so bit apart, that would mean a lot to me. So sit back, and this is where I've been. This is what takes up most of my time. Coaching the next generation of football, because these girls, first of all, the Deptford Lionesses, the Lionesses that come from Deptford, they can play ball. Now, what I will say, this club that I work for is a charity. It's definitely a charity. It started out as a charity. So getting the wheels working, getting the balls moving literally has been hard, but we are absolutely getting somewhere now with it. And I feel like these girls are going to go straight to the top. But of course, we are a charity. So even when the work is done on the weekends, work still needs to happen in the week. And it's just very, very busy. It's all hands on deck. So that's where I am. So that's why my uploads haven't been as consistent, because when it's match day on the weekend for the Lioness, it's also match day for the Arsenal. When it's match day on Saturday for Arsenal, I'm training with the Lionesses and this, that, and the other. So it's a thing of I even need to work ahead of time. It's not even a thing of I know what I need to do, but it's just getting all those things in place. But I am a football coach, qualified, which is not bad. Not bad at all. But my absence is because I'm just trying to coach the next generation of ballers that you will probably see on your screens one day. That's where I've been. But with all of that being said now, let's actually get into this preview. Girona versus Arsenal in the final day of match week 8 in the Champions League. And you know what? On first thought, I thought that this game was just going to be a simple, straightforward game. But as I've done my research and actually looked at Girona and the permutations that are coming into this game, I don't think it's going to be as easy as we think. For example, I'm going to put the results on screen right now so you can see them. In all of their Champions League games that they've played, they haven't actually lost by much. Majority by 1-0, losing 1-0 to Liverpool. Strom Graz. Their only battering, I believe, was against PSV, and that's when they got sent down to 10 men. And even in La Liga, where they are currently 8th right now, the only batterings have come when they've either gone down to 10 men. I believe that's what I can remember. So even though I was thinking, you know what, Girona, it's our first time playing them, this, that, and the other, it should be a clean sweep. I don't think it's going to be that easy at all. So let's find out a little bit about Girona, shall we? They do sit 8th in their league currently, but I think it seems like they're having a decent season. They also have players like Donny van der Beek, Brian Hill and Daley Blind in their team. Some ex-Premier League players that we know full well about, but still think it's going to be Anyway, I'll get to the prediction later. Girona, the stadium. Girona play their games at the Estadio Montilivi, which was built in 1970. If I've butchered that, I am so sorry. I'm trying, you feel me? It has an official capacity of 14,624, but due to some stands being temporary, it has been restricted to under 10,000 for UEFA matches. Now, Girona are still going over their plans to expand their stadiums, and because stands are currently temporary, it must be a safety issue as to why they can't get the full capacity of the stadium, because they just haven't finished the stands yet. Arsenal have been allocated about 450 tickets, I believe. That's what I've seen. I don't know if I think that is the case. I think that may be the case. So the stadium's going to be half full. So the atmosphere is not even going to be that great in general. I just hope we can get through it and win the game comfortably. That's what I hope. Now, there's a little team news surrounding Arsenal. Me and that Martin Odegaard and Mikel Merino are both back in the squad. Kai Havertz might also be back in the squad, but I feel like he may. I don't know. Can he even? Who are we gonna put up front if Havertz? Anyway, it's not for me. Anyway, Havertz might or might not be available for this game. Now, very quickly, because at the end there you can see White and Tomiyasu are not seen, but there was this report that came out yesterday. This report came out yesterday that Ben White and Tomiyasu trained yesterday alongside the players who didn't feature in yesterday's match against Wolves. So going back to the other one, it doesn't necessarily surprise me that White and Tomiyasu are not in this squad. So even though they trained yesterday, it must mean that they are not fully fit to even play any minutes in this game. We could see them on the bench against Man City. Who knows? Most likely more a Ben White than a Tomiyasu could be on the bench for City. Only because Tomiyasu's been out for so long and I don't know what it's going to be like for him when he gets back and start running again and this, that and the other, blah, 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 blah. So I think Ben White could be on the bench for City. But as for tomorrow's game, they will not be in the squad. Martin Odegaard and Mikel Merino will be, which is very, very good news. And I feel like we need to name a strong team to just make sure we get automatic qualification sorted through to the last 16. And that's it for the preview. Girona versus the Arsenal. Thank you for being here today. Now, with all of that being said, what is my prediction for the game? I'm going to 1 to the Arsenal. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. It's going to be a tough, congested game. Girona will want to win, give themselves some pride for their season. Maybe beating at Arsenal, they will want to win, but I don't think there's nothing they can do regarding the Champions League. I don't think they will be qualifying for any playoffs or this, that and the other because they've just only won one game, and that was against Bratislava. So 2-1 to the Arsenal. A decent performance nonetheless regarding our playing situation right now. I want to see Lewis Skelly in this game. He's not banned from Champions League football. He's banned from Premier League football. He ain't banned from Champions League football. And I want to see Lewis Skelly next week. Actually, he won't play against Newcastle. That is a domestic competition. Okay. So, yeah. 2-1 to the Arsenal. What is the starting lineup going to be? I actually have no idea for this game. Do I have the brain power to predict one? Let's do one off the cuff right now. Raya. Timber. I can't be asked. Like the video. I hope you loved the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Hit that plus button if you're on TikTok. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Love and guidance, people. Peace. Oh, and last but not least, Arsenal have formally submitted their appeal to the FA regarding Lewis Skelly. More to follow.